Man, that was heartbreaking a little bit. Dang. Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L, and hey, it's time to talk My Hero Academia chapter 211. Okay, we got the chapter early because it's the Christmas season. We know how things work when the holidays come around. The schedule gets kind of messed up because a lot of leaks are coming out early and all that jazz. I'm probably going to be very careful putting anything else besides pretty much the thumbnail for the video. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the only image from the chapter here, kind of. So let's talk about the chapter. It's really short. The manga stream counts roughly 13 pages, maybe 12 or 11 pages. Not a problem, whatever. This was pretty intense. So in terms of the heartbreak, actually I think a lot of things here have the potential to be heartbreaking. But first, just let's talk about Izuku, because Izuku had like a really nice set of lines here, and that was specifically him pleading with One for All that he didn't want to worry people. You know, when he's thinking about how he's finally got things under control and now it's just going out of control again, and capping it off with the not wanting to worry people. That really got me. Props to the author for making that work. Props for that intensity of the scene. I really like it. And mind you, when it comes to intensity, that is the name of the game. We end off the chapter with the Ochako going for Izuku, and she ends it off by yelling at Shinso. Most likely, we're going for a scenario, or Ochako might be planning for a scenario here where Shinso might be able to take control of Izuku. Maybe that's the idea here. I am kind of concerned, because what else can Shinso really do right now besides brainwash? And the problem here is Shinso might be able to brainwash Izuku, but he's not going to be able to brainwash the quirk itself, and that is where the problem is. As long as there's 8 other egos, 7.5 other egos inside of One for All, Shinso's going to have to control all 7 of them if he wants to stop the quirk. At least given what we've seen from the past. Now, this chapter, you can tell it's about Izuku, which makes the first little bit kind of strange. And it's specifically a little flashback for Monoma. Monoma sets up a dialogue with Shinso where he is essentially, well, like Shinso. And we all know how effective the Shinso storyline was for the character. After season 2 of the anime, Shinso just skyrocketed into being like the top 10 ranked character in Hero Academia. You guys remember, it was back I think during the 3rd character popularity poll from Shonen Jump. Anyway, Shinso got up there, right? So we're having a retread of that kind of storyline with Monoma. But what I'm questioning is, why did the author do this flashback now? And so when you're looking through this chapter and you're looking at Monoma staring down an uncontrollable Izuku, what I'm ultimately thinking is, like, this is a setup for the potential tease of maybe Monoma dying. And mind you, I'm saying potential tease because the author could play it up to be, you know, they give you the flashback and then they make it look like he's about to die, but then they pull a fairy tale on you and it's like, oh, not really, he's not really dead. It could be that kind of thing. But mind you, right now we're in a very dangerous territory here for the character, where he just had a bit of a sympathetic view on his character. And now you have an Izuku who's out of control, who's pleading with his quirk to stop, and you could easily see a tragedy here becoming Izuku kills someone accidentally. This has gone way further than just a glitch. This is a severe problem, and I do love the intensity here. I think if the author does go through with offing Monoma, I think that would be an interesting example of a comic relief character having a very serious end, and I would really respect it. But he's a kid. I'm not rooting for this. This is where you hope that Eraserhead is gonna be coming out there like post haste. This is where you hope that the school has things under control, guys and girls, because I don't discriminate. Can you imagine how hard this would, how terrible this would be if it comes out that UA let a student die when it wasn't even a villain being involved? Can you imagine the backlash that would just be unleashed on that school? No. Like, UA talks about being secure for their students. This is where they gotta put their money where their mouth is and go and stop this right now. And right now the best shot here is really Eraserhead. The good thing is, since they're in an industrial zone, Aizawa is really good at navigating urban areas, so he should be able to get there relatively quickly. It's just a matter of whether or not Monoma is already bitten the dust because of all the destruction that Izuku's unleashing, or if he's still going to be there. Otherwise, if nothing happens to Monoma, then it just means that that flashback was just something the author did to just use up the time and also to set up a friendship between Shinzo and Monoma. It might also be that Shinzo's the one that's going to get seriously hurt. Who knows? Right now, Shinzo is the one who is being allotted the importance here, so we'll have to see how this unfolds. Overall, the main thing I want everyone to just take away from this is I think this is really cool. And another of the intense scenes that I should not forget that I thought was also really great was All Might telling Aizawa to call it off. I think, again, the intensity is carried through the majority of these scenes. Now, I have two final thoughts in general. One is, first, Bakugo isn't seen with the students as they're all contemplating if Izuku got a new technique, so I'm wondering if Bakugo is able to notice what's going on and he's gonna go in there to save Izuku. Because what I'm thinking now is Bakugo is on this path of saving people, like he's understood the value of that. So now I'm thinking Izuku is pretty much being tossed around by his quirk. He has his control taken away from him. I wonder if Bakugo blasts in there and he's the one that ultimately put the stop to it, and that calls back to like the first chapter of Hero Academia, you know, where Izuku saved Bakugo from a sludge monster. You look at what Izuku's going on here, he's like being pretty much wrapped around in tendrils. You know, it's kind of a parallel there. I would really love that. I think that's like a really crazy possibility here. But if Bakugo just like bursts in there to go save his not really a friend, rival, or you know, maybe they are friends, you know, I personally would be a very happy camper. I'd be in for it. But that also takes away from a lot of things going on here. But then again, I don't think Shinzo can actually do much given that Izuku's already like thwarted his brainwashing once before. The second thing that I'm thinking is after this is all said and done, Izuku has a pretty nice new component to his quirk. That lightning, it is now actively destroying stuff, and as far as we can tell, it seems that people can see the black lightning because Monoma is able to more or less dodge it. I would assume, and people are able to like, well, I don't know. Are people reacting to the noise or are they reacting to the black lightning? I would assume it's the black lightning. So we'll have to see how this is going to be worked out. Actually, yeah, I'm looking again at the panels where Ochako and the group are dodging, and they're all dodging the black lightning specifically. So now we know that lightning is visible. So now I'm looking forward to the future where Izuku will be electric zapping people, because that will be pretty cool. Anyway, this is interesting. I think this is a really interesting thing. I like the idea that this thing is pulling him around, but I am very scared for characters here. I don't feel good about seeing Monoma so close to the situation, but he's still thinking of something, and like him too. Everyone's looking at Shinzo as if he can stop this, and it's just like, no, man. You weren't able to stop him when this thing was like in gear 1. You want to try and stop it when it's in 4th gear? Yeah, right. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below. Short chapter, so short video, but yeah, I think this is a really powerful chapter to end on. I am terrified. Good on the author, man. Good stuff. Anyway, guys, till next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day. Because, man, Izuku isn't.